how far you want them to travel, how far you want to travel to get back home on the holidays, and all of that. But you'll be good though. Like I just wanted to tell you, don't settle. Be happy for you. You won't be the first one to go from your family as far as football wise. Just keep it up, man. Don't settle for nothing. And like I said, even if your goal is not the NFL, there are other leagues that pay people to play football. You don't gotta just be NFL, man. Canadian got a hell of a league. If you really want to travel overseas, and then they got minor league football where you can make $100,000 to $150,000 a year playing football. So just don't settle. Keep all options open. Like I said, check travel, check position coaches, check how many seniors and juniors they got at your position on that team as far as roster. If you don't want to go to no school that got 2 juniors, 1 sophomore, 2 seniors, that means unless they get hurt or you accepting it, you ain't playing right away. Just think about all that stuff when you're on the phone visit, man. Like, get across what you want to get across. Don't let them dictate everything that's going on in your visit. Like, listen, I don't want to. Just tell them straight up. Like, listen, I want what's best for me. I would want a shot at playing early. Unless you really like the school academically, like I could sit out for 1 year, hit my books, and then start fresh as a sophomore. But you always want to look to see if your opportunity to play right away. What school you're going to. All right, but keep us posted, man. And keep working out, man. Don't stop. You know the season's over. Your mom told me y'all took a tough loss. Right back in the gym. Right back in the gym. I say take a couple of weeks off, enjoy your holidays, get right back. Starting January, you should be right back in the weight room.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground.
All right.
And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Yeah, Joe ass there. That shit is worse.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
But they don't care. They just happy they got your ass there. Remember, they just, all schools are looking for 4 years of use.
First down, here's Lamar.
How much you get from him and how much you get from him. It's all the use. Like, when we're winning, I'm sure he's going to help us win games. You don't give a fuck about that.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Connection made with the rookie from Washington. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens put up points to begin the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens start off well, tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away.
When was the last time we made 2?
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive.
Last time we saw it.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Gets it forward, still about a yard out of that. Started by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Everything else.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And the set forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Tagovailoa facing third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Just playing. That's what we're getting wrong.
Sanders all set to send it away.
Jeez.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down just inside the 25.
We down from Jamaica. We came back. 100 in this car.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, report!
It's slow. Not slow.
Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
So 2nd and 6 coming up.
We got stuff on us.
Now Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First down throw for Jackson. Looking slant route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Second down now, 7 to go. Lamar throwing again. Chased out to his right. Complete, Derrick Henry. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate. Some of the guys in the league. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Go ahead, go. Come on!
And again, it's Jackson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Motion to receiver left. This is Henry on 2nd. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Throwing again is Lamar. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Oops, knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
All right.
And stick with Achane. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. This finds its target. That's Hill. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. We've set it down from 37. I just want to focus in It's called offside right here. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. 2 now from the gun. Right back to Hill. This is Combs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the Joes. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Here's Tua again. He's got a man left. Touchdown, Miami. This offense gets 6 more on their early advantage. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. So Rob, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he'll take it to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Now Jackson off the play action. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. That's some lucky fan. And I'm all in a heck of a souvenir. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
He's got this at the 27. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 21-10, our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this.
I just want to focus on what I need to setting out silver, I'm a get to go. When you're falling out of vision on the stripper bowl. I be fucking on the candy like a stripper bowl.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and charge through. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Surprise coming inside.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to be knocked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker.
You don't have great success on first down, Peter. It's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Moving on third, Tagovailoa. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. First and 10 from the 43. Jackson throwing here. On the move, headed right. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Edwards. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now lead by 10. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Get the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out to... That's grabbed inside the 30. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Out of the gun, Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain. That feels like a sack for those defenders.
Throwing the out route complete. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game in the first half. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Devin Duvernay to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Complete out to the right. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the play and an up for first.
Contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're going to get pocket that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not. How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They were Johnny on the spot.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Tagovailoa again.
Nope.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Every single year when I'm grossing niggas bigger.
They just got it away before they hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shoves him off. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. The running back still doing it to this day.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Forced out to his right.
I ain't seen nobody over there.
For the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in 1 game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparations, doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one splits the uprights, and the Ravens push their lead to 3. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And we're only 5 yard up the gun on 2nd down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Tua looking to throw. It's caught. Devontae Chan. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most. This play picks up 7.
All right.
Trying to pick it up here with Chan. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Tua setting up to throw. They get him yet again. Picked up by Jameer Alexander. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense let them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Rob flat, 1st down, he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Now here's Lamar. Getting out to his left. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They strike for 23 yards. That's going to be a Baltimore first.
Good offenses, good play callers, know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after him.
From the gun, run for Henry. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
And we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's going to keep it this time. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. From the gun, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Ravens hiking and scrambling all over the place.
I really do. I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Complete out to the right side. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Here's Lamar on the sneak. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
So aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there.
Here's the free access to the
They could
side.
have had some points on the board defensively.
Henry does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the 3 after that last play. It's 3rd and goal. Lamar now from the gun. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock. And
He's later put in another league. He didn't have a quarterback that could hike his family. He tried it, but he never made the pass. He literally just hiked his family.
Pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Here's Duvernay on the return. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Go ahead.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a one-score game before halftime.
So what?
Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because it only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 from the 32. Looking to throw.
Oh, he can't see feet up.
Finds a seam down the middle. Ooh, he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
That's how last week.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
Boy, that's something to this
No
nigga.
good. He
This
needed more
bad.
leg, and he sent it too far right. And they are unable to double their lead.
Horrible, bro. Hey.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television.
Moochie won that game against
No
Tyree?
signs of slowing down as we begin our second half.
When I was watching, he was winning.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On first down, Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up second and 3.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up, and they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
he saw his guys pick up the blitz, he felt them pick it up anyway. He wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Turning to Henry on third. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Jackson throwing here. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second goal.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down.
180. Ready, shot.
Now it's Lamar. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. But they just can't finish the play. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down. Here he goes, third and long. That's the first down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. 2 and out from the gun. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hey, 21 TA. Hey. Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Third and long for him here. Connecting on the slant. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. Here's Tua again. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down, and a drive a lot of us thought it stalled out is going to carry on.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Get safe. Go ahead.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got a man left. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
All right.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Taken in by Hill, right side. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Jason Sanders.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He rolls to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Jackson looking to throw. Likely's got it right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. Here's Jackson. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Lamar now from the gun. Called in left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Finds the in route complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 33. Trying down the middle with Henry. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
All set now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw looking for LeJontay Wester. So it'll be 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Henry. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. This it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. They go to him again. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. Offense in a hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Hey, middle.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Dolphins 42.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Edwards. Has room down the left sideline. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
He lost all them games in a row and stopped playing. He
He has
lost
made
to
this a habit this
Tory
season.
Tan
That's his
Lee.
10th rushing
He
touchdown
played
so
one
far.
more. He said, yeah, I ain't trying to make a playoff.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the upright.
I remember exactly when he said that. He lost like 3, 4 in a row because I know he played me and 10 back-to-back,
A
lost both.
very active quarter
When he
for us.
came, I was
Plenty
here,
of
he was
points in
like,
that frame as we
nah,
reach
I
the
ain't
end of
trying to
3.
make the playoffs no more.
And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
This is to see who could really play Madden. Even to me, it's like the old Madden. It wasn't abilities before.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, here's Lamar. Looking right, and he finds it. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Trying to run with Henry. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a yard that time, and now it's second and goal from the 1.
Return it.
Gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
They're right here. All right, go ahead. Go, go, go. Ready. Whoa. Out.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's Hill on the slant. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
All right, come on. Ready, T. Come on.
Tagovailoa on first down. Has him on a quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Now a give to Edwards, running left. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Ready.
Going on third, Tagovailoa. Water makes the catch. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 4-point game here in the fourth. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Henry gets in here to start the drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Offense to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
This is Henry on second. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw it. That one finds his man, likely. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Ravens holding on to a field goal lead. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He's back to throw. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
On first and 10, it's Henry. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Escapes out to the left. Caught at the 10-yard line. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Henry takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. They're going to pass it here. He's got it. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He dodged the tackle. Ooh, poor effort there. He only gets it to the 15 before he's taken down.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Go ahead.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line, Brock. Knocked down a step or 2 shy of it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's first and 10.
20 TX.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Loss on the play brings up second down.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Solo left Zion.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ready, set. Watch it, Oscar. Set.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's caught at the 25. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going with King Henry here. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive